G'day, I'm Stephen Spry, and I've been fiddling with the recent spring update of Transport Fever 2. And I've worked out how you can avoid maxing out your initial loans and going bankrupt right from the start. And it's all to do with you managing your line rates and spending only what you need to, especially at the start. So, maths, line rates, pretty simple, hey? But to demonstrate, probably best to show you. So let's start a new free game on a medium map because, well, unfortunately, that is all my little old, 12-month-old 2021 M1 Macbook Air with 8GB of RAM can handle. Anything bigger than a medium map, it sort of starts to choke. So, towns, settings, you can see them all there. You can see the seed. So, if you want to follow along, you know what to do. And we're going to start with horses and carts in 1850, of course. Won't make it easy. In fact, let's make it hard. I'm not going to put it on very hard because I'm not that confident, but I know I can beat hard. So, let's get underway. Okay, ready? Woohoo, let's go. So, the object of this game, if you don't know it, is to build transport routes to supply finished products to all the towns that need them. And with this map, we've got 11 towns and 85 industries to play with. So it's still a bit of a challenge, especially in 1850 with only horses and carts. Alright, but as time progresses, and the first thing, we don't want time to progress right now. We hit it on pause because while I'm raving and while we're exploring the map, we don't want to be spending any of this 5,000 smackers that we've got floating around as our loan. But as time progresses, in fact, you'll find that, speaking of which, I don't want the date to progress too quickly either, because I want to do a lot in the first 10 years, and come about 1860, well, that's when we're going to start playing with trains, because the ones that are available now honestly suck. But anyway, as time progresses, your transport options improve. You've got trains, better trucks, better than the horse and cart anyway, ships, planes, etc. So we've done the first two things we need to do. Pause the date, slow the date right down. Now the third thing I do at the start of any map is to have a look around, and I'm looking for towns. These are the towns here and here that need the products that I can supply cheaply at the start. Now what can I supply cheaply? I can supply construction materials or bricks. Pretty easy to do, but Devises doesn't require those. The other one I can supply fairly cheaply is food, from grain to make up the food. And, well, there's no food or brick here in this town. There's no food or brick in Willesden. There's no food or brick there either. Drat. New Milton, again, complex. Pretty interesting map so far. Complex processes required, complex supply chains needed here, especially with the goods. Here we go, Dryfield, lovely Dryfield. We've got, or Driffield, or I'll call it Dryfield. We've got food and brick. Thank you very much, that's nice. Next to that, Wellington, food and brick again. Good work, good work. Okay, other towns, what have we got over here? Machines and goods, no. Woodley, goods and machines. Well, sounds familiar. And Chippenham, more goods and more machines. Those three are all goods and machines, all in a row. That could be interesting. So let's come back over to here. Wellington and Dryfield are both bread and brick. What other towns have we got? Ashby Dilla something or other. Okay. It also, look at that, bread and brick, and of course, thank you, Loughton. that's not a bad random map, is it, to have 4 towns all wanting the same things in the immediate area. So that, I think, could be a good start for us. So, where do we start? Well, we've got a conmat plant or construction materials plant right there. Smack dab, New Milton construction materials plant. It requires 1 stone to produce 1 brick. Sounds fair. We get the stone from over here at Dryfield Quarry, and we have to transport it over here. So how do we transport it? Well, first thing we're going to do is need a country road, because there isn't one. Now, I could, if I could just zoom in to build, and we'll just kill that so it's out of the way. I could, if I wanted to, spend a fortune, maybe do a nice straight line over like that. I mean, is this very realistic? Yeah, no. Well, it isn't really, because what would have happened back in the day is they would have built the road in little segments and dodged obstacles and went over hills and down dales to save a little bit of money. Up and through the forest here. There we go, come into the factory just there. Now, what have we spent so far? Under 100,000. When you saw that straight line measurement, it was actually closer to 200,000, wasn't it? So I saved 100 grand already. Now what I need to do is to build a road close enough to this factory. See those little fingers that are there connecting the road to the factory? They're important because that allows me to put a building on the road that talks to the factory. So that'll do. It's a good start. But what building am I putting on this road? Well, it's called a truck station because, well, we're going to use trucks, or in this case, horses and carts, to transport the goods from there over to here. So we'll start over here, start with where we're going, and use the N key to spin it that way, or M to spin it that way. I'm going to place this down, but I can configure this slightly, save a little bit more money, because if you have a quick look at that, that was 78,000 roughly. If I kill off a platform, which I don't need, it's only 50-something thousand, so I saved 20 grand. Oh, cheapskate, all the way. Hey, I haven't finished penny pincher mode in this for no reason. Now, where to put this? Well, some people say that you can slide it along the road, and when it first connects, you see, it's made a connection now. And that's the spot, because it's going to save travel time between A and B, and that's good enough. But I want you to look at something very closely here. Watch the white colour on the conmat plant. It's grey at the moment, and as we get closer and closer and closer, there's a point where it becomes a lot brighter. That is actually the spot you want, not when it's grey, but when it actually becomes white. So 59,000. Beautiful. I'm going to use the same technique to put a truck station at the other end near the Dryfield Quarry. I'm going to slide it in. There we go. That's our first point. I'm going to keep sliding until we find there it brightens up. That's the sweet spot. And I'm going to put that one there. Now what we need to do, of course, is to build a line, a new line, between Dryfield Quarry, which they've called Dryfield North, pain in the bum, thanks for that. I have no idea what that does just by looking at the line details, so I'm going to cheat. Click on stations to add. Going to, thank you Bluetooth, making nice noises. We're going to go to New Milton Holt. Well, that's not your name either, because you're actually New Milton Conmat Plant. makes much more sense. Now this line, the purpose of this line is at the moment, and these change as time goes by, but at the moment the purpose of this line is to take stone where? To New Milton Conmat plant. Simple enough. By horse and cart. A lot of people will actually put truck here or whatever, but you really don't need to, because the filters here will narrow down. You see trams, you want to see whatever, only show those. You click that and it'll only show those. Well, hey, that didn't work, did it? Look, it's only showing the same one all the way. Anyway, whatever. Okay, so that's our line. We need to put some horses and carts there. So we've got to put the horse before the cart, and doing that's not going to help. So we need a road depot. This is used to buy and sell buses and trucks and horses and carts and so on. And as you can see, it's about 12, 13, 15, 14,000. We want to save some money because, again, I'm a cheapskate and I don't want to pay off far too much money yet. 14, look at that, I can get it for under 15 grand. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Now that I've got the depot there, let's buy some vehicles. Make sure in this case, don't buy stagecoaches because they don't carry stone. Has to be the cargo vehicle, and the only one we have is the European horse-drawn carriage. But how many of these things? Well, experience tells me that I'm going to need quite a few. And, well, you know, I'll buy 10. That should be a good start, shouldn't it? You know, like, it's only $238,900. And by pressing this button, I can set the line to the one that I just established. So all of those vehicles are now shuffing off over to that line. Well, they will be once I hit go. And I'm going to hit go, and I'm going to hit 4 times speed so that things start happening. And look, things are happening already. There's already stone being delivered from here to this transfer point. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Lots of stone. Okay, so where's that fellow? He's carrying 4. 4. Wow. Okay, we're going to be here forever at this rate. 4 conmats all the way over to there. Sorry. Yeah, to there. See, if I click that, it's that plant. That's fine. And then he comes back empty and picks up another 4, and he goes over there again, and ad infinitum, they do that until the cows come home, or the sheep, or whatever. But wow, look, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot building up. These little platforms only store 20, and there's already 70 with a warning. So we've got a problem. I can add some extra storage, which will make things, that's 80. That'll help. But we're full again. We're over full. What we need to do is to get a few more of these carts on the line. Come on, guys. How am I going to do this? Well, how many do I need? This is the thing. All right. At stage 1, the conmat plant only wants a maximum of 100. So at stage 1, this plant, the quarry, will only ship a maximum of 100. And it's trying to tell us that, hey, I'm doing that. I've only been able to transport 8% and the rest is sitting here, baby. Look. So what we need to do is to get rid of this surplus, put it on these trucks and get it over here. But how many more trucks do I need? Alright, so I've got 10 there. This is where the line rate and the maths comes in. You ready? Our current line rate for this line is 72. So for 10 vehicles, that's 72 divided by 10 equals 7.2. I've got to get this up to 100. So I need about another 30, which at 7.2 is 4 times 7.2. Let's get another 4 vehicles 4 more horses to feed. God, business is expensive. Okay, what the flip did I do there? Oh, you dipstick. You didn't buy any more, you sent them to the depot. Duh. You saw what it did to the line rate, though. It killed it. Alright, let's try again. We are going to buy. I'll do it one at a time. Buy, that's clone is the word. See, I said buy and whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4 more vehicles should put us on 100. Yes, 103 actually. That's not bad. So we're over the 100 that we need here. But we've got 101 sitting in the storage here, which we need to get over to there, and we're not going to do it if our line rate's too low. So guys, you can have another guy over here to help you out. Bump the line rate up to 111. Good. And over time, that'll ship all the stone we needed from here to there. So far, step 1 done. Don't you just love the noise when we're out high, up in the clouds? That wind is... must be cold up there. Let's go back in a bit closer then. Alright. But now what? What's this guy doing? He's getting all this stone, but is he selling any of it? Well, let's see who's consuming. No. So what are you doing with it, dude? Come on, you're supplying 100 and you're doing nothing with it. Not even, probably making bricks and storing them on the side somewhere, I suppose. I don't know. Is he? Can we see any bricks? Well, can't see much going on there. So what we've got to do... See, these are the towns that are wanting the product at the moment. Later on, as the game progresses, more towns will pick up. But at the start, these towns want the product. Well, the closest one to us is probably Dryfield. Dryfield needs Conmat. It's on the list. How many does it need? 33. Ooh, huge. Alright, so how do we get them to Dryfield? Well, I'm going to put a depot in town. Sorry. A truck station in town here. Now, a lot of people can use a truck unload stop, right? They put it in here and it'll hit all the areas that need goods or products, but I don't want to. I want to use the actual full truck station in town because it'll prove useful later. So let's just fine-tune this and get it as close as we can to save a little bit of money. Okay. So I got to set up a line between the quarry and Dryfield so the Conmat will be delivered. But where's the Conmat, you say? It's over here. Well, you watch what happens. Because the moment I set the line up, these guys, instead of coming back empty, are going to start coming back carrying the bricks, which is all very nice of them. I'm going to get paid both ways for it. Now, I need a depot here, and I'm going to put... I could use that one, but it's going to get messy. So I'm actually going to use a depot on this side, just for town. Now this time around, I don't want it to link to the mine like this. You see it's linking to the mine. I want it to link to this place. So, boom. Get it a little bit closer. And if it links to this depot, then the products, when these guys here come back with the Conmat and drop them off, will somehow magically be transported over to this place. And I probably should have done that. Platforms left and right. Hopeless. But we'll see what happens. Let's add a new line. New line, we're going from there. Dryfield Exchange. Well, sorry. Let's just call this Dryfield Quarry. Seriously. And we're going to Dryfield, not there, click there on the truck stop. dry field. I'm going to call this dry field town depot. And initially, this line is for conmat that we are sending to dry field. And if you want to, well, you could make it conmat colour. Pretty. Okay. Let's just have a quick look at this plant to see where the line goes. Oh, that's not the colour, that's not the one I wanted. I wanted that. Okay, so it's coming in, it circles around, it'll pick up any conmat and take it into town. Lovely. Are you shipping anything yet? No? It's not. Why is that? Well, dummy, you've got to put a horse on this route first. Buy vehicles. Let's just put one horse on there. No, we're going to need more than one. 3, 4. Put 4 horses on this conmat to dry field route. Beautiful. And they'll come out of here. There they go. They're going heading off to here to pick up all the conmat to take it into town. And guys, where are you going? You've got nothing on board. What's going on? Hello, testing. You're empty. You're empty. What's going on? Well, Stephen, you need to get the conmat from here. See, there it is. It's being made. There is another one. Look, you need to get the conmat all the way at one at a time. It's going to take forever. Come on, seriously. All the way from there over to here before you can take it into town. You're kidding me. Let's have another look. 2. He's carrying 2. Wow. Okay. This will take a while, but let's see. Well, according to the conmat plant, we're shipping 33 over to Dryfield. Whatever. I don't see them here yet. All I'm seeing is lots of minus monies as I'm... Oh, wait on. No, I'm not. There we go. Look. First one has been delivered. And another one. Oh, good. All right. And a third one. Oh, righto. So these guys, did you enjoy your trip, fellas? Nice trip into town. I'm glad you familiarised yourself with the route, because when you get back, you've actually got real work to do instead of just out for a pleasant trot with the horses. Because now you've got bricks to pick up. Okay, let's just follow this dude. Nice and close. In you go. Pick up the bricks. Beautiful. 4 pallet loads of bricks off into town. Oh, wow. Good stuff. Okay. Now, how many did the factory say they were making? 33. Okay, so using our line rate technique, we need to get our line rate for these guys up to at least 33. So 4 into 25 is 4 6s are 24. So one more makes 30-ish. And another one makes 37. Well, that's too many, isn't it, Stephen? Well, yes and no, because this 33 ain't going to stay at 33 for a while. It's going to start climbing. It's going to start climbing when Dryfield says, hello, we're getting conmat. We want more. The construction plant will say, more? You want more? I will send more. And it does. And we'll have to adjust the line rate later. But at the moment, we've got a few extra than 33. That'll help get rid of this backlog. How's that backlog over here going? Well, it's gone from 100 down to 50, so that's good. I wonder how our finances are going. That's the next thing. So, are we making any money? Well, the bank balance just went down. Damn, that's not good. Okay. I don't want to look at the individual vehicle finances because they don't tell me much. What I want to do is come back to that horse again and click on the line, which it's sitting on 111, that's fine. Where's the finances for the line? Look at this. First period, we made next to nothing. 49k profit, less 30, we made $13,000 profit. Second period, 99, say 100 down to 50, we made 40. Third period, 100 and something, 107, less 58, we made 50. This period here with lots of conmat being sent back, we're getting paid both ways fully now. Look at this, 137 and 58. So I'm making about, math, 60, 70, 70,000 a period, a quarter. Not bad. And on the other, when we first started off, no money. Let's go in and stop the breezy. Shipped a little bit of conmat here. Now we're shipping a little bit more conmat. In this quarter, we've earned 33.6 and it's cost us 19. We've made a whole 13,000 bucks so far this quarter. Yeah, lots of money, and they really don't leave home. You won't have enough money to leave home. But that's it. That's the first line set up. And the line rate has to be 100 with the stone at least, and it's 111, and it's only extra because we've got this surplus here. If that surplus wasn't there, sitting here waiting for us, then we could sell one or two of these vehicles to get the line rate down to 100, and we could save on the maintenance. These guys, okay, at the moment, Dryfell, look at that, now they want 51. So the line rate here, in order to keep on top of this, has to be at least 51, and guess what? It isn't. So, let's spend another 23 grand, why not? And I've lost it. Where did it go? Come on. 43. It needed to be 51. Another 23,000 down the gurgler. Oh, 50. Still not there. Another 20. We've just spent 70,000 bucks just to catch up with the line rate. Oh dear. You see, you're barely making 80 in a quarter. Especially early on, you're making bugger all, nothing next to it. You're losing money because you're spending a fortune. But now, this quarter, we were doing all right until I just spent that 70,000 bucks. Damn, now we're negative. All right. Right now, the next best thing to do is to sit back, hit the save button, save game. What are we going to call this? June 2022. We'll call this 1, and we'll call it Conmat, and we'll save it. And we're just going to let this thing trickle over until we get a bit more money in the bank. So how do you do that? You just let it sit there and trickle over while you get more money in the bank, and you go away and have a cup of coffee, go to the toilet, have a nanny nap, whatever you want to do. The key thing is, don't do too much at this stage. You cannot afford it. You get something working, like this is, and you start making your piddly little $81,000 every quarter, and don't spend any more money for a while. for 4 quarters, 6 quarters. Let's get that back up over 4 million again. That'd be a good start before we go on to step 2. So I'm going to make a cup of coffee and we'll just sit here and watch these guys. Pretty. Travel backwards and forwards and do their thing and ting, 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 money in the bank, music to my ears, and, well, I'll make coffee, I think. Okay, coffee's made, and we're rolling in dough. Well, how much did that add? 100,000? Oh, come on. Be patient, Padawan. Be patient. I'm trying. It's just hard. I want it over 4 mil before I start doing something else. Okay, well, what's the something else you're going to do? Well, come on, guys, look. We've got more conmat here. We can up the production. We're only shipping 59 or something. See, 59 into Dryfield at the moment. We've got Ashby de la Zouche. Or Ashby. They want some. How much do they want? Nothing according to that. Let's click on the town. That'll help. They want 51. Just boom before we even start. Right. So I want more conmat. I want to send some conmat from here to here. That should be pretty cheap. What's that going to require? 1 depot? 2 depots? And another... How many trucks? 10 trucks? 230,000? Another 2... 500,000. We can do it. Let's not wait for the 400,000. So we need to send a road, a country road, over to here. Little bites, remember? Cheaper than one big road. And these are only dirt tracks anyway, so what the heck? It's only horses and carts. It's not modern pavement. It needs to be level. So we need a depot, and I'm only going to have platforms on one side. Now remember, this one, because it's taking conmat, needs to connect only to the plant. Or does it need to connect here as well? I tell you what, just make sure. Yeah, because we've got food up here. We've got to get conmat all the way up here. And we're going to be making food here. And are we going to be shipping the food back to here? Because it also needs to... Aha! Okay, that was confusing, wasn't it? Did you get all of that? Yes, it needs to connect to this platform as well as the conmat plant. That's what I'm trying to say. So let's make sure that I get it to the point where it connects to the platform and the... Well, let's go smack dab in the middle, why not? Boom! And in town, we're going to need a bigger platform in town. Where are we going to put it in Ashby? Oh my goodness. Excuse me, making you feel sick. That didn't do me any good. Alright, where are we going to put this? Let's spin that back around with the M key this time. I'm going to put that right in the middle. All of these places. And I'm going to kill a building, but too bad. That's smack dab in the centre of the conmat and the food. That is the perfect delivery point. Thank you, Mr. Truck Station. Beautiful. Now, next thing we need to do is to establish a line. So, new line. Ta-da! From there, New Milton. What? Come on, it's not New Milton Transfer. I'm going to call it New Milton Conmat Plant number 2, because that's number 1 there. And we're going to go to Ashby. Annex. No, we're not. We're going to go to Ashby Town Depot. Boom. And what are we transporting? Well, at this stage, it's Conmat. It'll be other stuff shortly, but right now, the initial purpose of the line is to get Conmat from there to there. So it's Conmat delivery to Ashby. Beautiful. And now I need some horses and carties coming from all the way over there. Over to here? No. I mean, I could probably use that depot and supply them, but I'm going to need another depot over here in town shortly. So, road depot, garage. We're going to put it on the outskirts of town here. Oh my goodness, that's expensive. 13,000. Come on now, save $100 here or there. Come on, that's 13. Oh, that'll do. Beautiful. All right. So, consumers 61 for Dryfield should be the line rate over here. 61. What's the line rate? 57. Means we need another vehicle. Okay, I should have kept that window open. What's the line rate now? 63. That'll do. All right. How many vehicles for 63? That's 10. So each vehicle's worth roughly 6 over that sort of distance. This is a longer distance. So we're going to need at least 10 vehicles, because they want 50. Okay, I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to buy 5 to start with, because 2, 3, 4, 5, put it on Conmat to Ashby, because the plant over here is going to take a while to realise. Well, big while. Started to already ship or produce stuff for Ashby, and by the time these dudes get all the way down the road to the plant here, to the truck stop, there's one waiting for them so far, for 5 of them. But by the time all of them get there, there's going to be at least 20 floating around. And I tell you what, in case there isn't, let's manage this line. So New Milton Conmat Plant, we're going to change this setting. I'm going to make them wait forever if they can't leave with a full load of whatever it is they're looking for. Okay, so until each thing can, otherwise they'll just come in, nothing there, or one there and take the one and go, which is not terribly efficient. Up to 4. At the moment, there's 6. So if they would all come through, the first 2 would have something, and the rest of them would take off with nothing. Terribly inefficient. Not the Spry public service. We don't work that way. We're much more efficient than that. So we're waiting now for the first truck to leave. He'll have 4 on board. The second truck should be off with 4 on board. The third truck, he's waiting. Where is he? There he is. He's only got 2, so I've made him wait. You terrible person, Stephen. See, now he's going. Beautiful. Next fellow, he's only got 3, 4. That's the first 5 taken care of. Guess what we need to do? Get the line rate up. I'm going to double it for now. Manage vehicles. Select all. Clone the lot. Boom. That makes 10 vehicles now. Whew. I wonder what our line rate is. We need, at the moment, Ashby 49. We need it to be double that. Crap, this is expensive. You said $500,000. Well, what did it need to be? 49, 26. I've got to double it. All of them. $230 more thousand. Okay. Line rate 53. It's alright, by the time all these dudes get up here and do their thing, there's going to be far too much conmat waiting, and I suppose I better configure this cargo dock a little bit better than I have. Zoom right in and add 40, 60, 80. Will that do? 80? Yeah, that'll do for now. Alright, so I've got storage here for 80 before we start losing any. I don't know where it goes, but they apparently, if the little warning comes up here, it means you're losing some somewhere. I don't know where it goes. It must fall off the back of a different truck or something, but okay. We need 49 line rate. What's our current line rate? It has to be above 49 because we've got some in storage now, so the current 52, good. Beautiful. So we'll just let that sit for a while, will we? We've got conmat trundling backwards and forwards all over the place, from here to there and so on. What's happening in the plant? In the plant, we're on to step 2. Look at this. My goodness. And we're not getting enough. We're trying to produce a hell of a lot and we're not getting enough stone. We're not getting enough stone. What's happening at the stone? It should be, because it's doubled. They were sending out 100, remember? And now they're sending out 200. So where is it going? I'm guessing it's sitting... Yep, right there. That's gone through the roof again. Our line rate needs to be, wow, 200 for this line. And it's only 110. Oh, goody. You know what that means. We take all 15 vehicles. Well, maybe 13. And claim them. And we get 206, 207 line rate. And we're now under 3 million. And now I'm not touching it. No way. No way. I said this was going to be a cheap add-on. It was going to be 500,000. We'll be down to 3.5 million. And instead, look, Stephen. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, this is what happens right at the start. You spend a fortune. Got to spend a fortune to make a fortune, they say. Okay, consumers, let's quickly check our line rates. Dry failed, blah, 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 put your teeth in. Dry field should be 61. What are we? 63. Good stuff. Ashby de la Zouche should be 58. What are we? 62. Whoa, as long as you're slightly in front, that's good. Stone. Ooh, look, it should be 200, and it is dropping down. That's not good. Why are we dropping? We're losing 190. Should be 200. Or should it be 200? No, it shouldn't actually. Look, right at this point, it's only requiring 168, so that should be 168. Ooh, when it gets closer to filling up, it'll need the 200, but right now, so what do I do? What do I do? Do I save money on vehicles and kill a few of them and take this back to 168? Or do I keep the extras and, eyes are going cross-eyed here, and get this 85 here delivered over to the conmat? I think I'll keep the extra, keep the rate up higher and get that conmat delivered, because what's going on here? Okay, It's all right. It's not building up. There's no. Oh, well, it is. Look, it's now. I don't want to lose Conmat from this part of the world. Thank you very much. So we'll just have a little bit more storage for you. Don't want any of it falling off the back of a truck there. So that's good. And what about here? Yeah, that's all right. That's long enough. Well, good. I think that's a great start. And next time around, well, what do you think we should do? I think we should take a trip over to Loughton, or Lawton, or Lofton, or I call it Loughton, I think. Going to set up food, grain to bread to town. Yay! That'll be the first step. The second step will be bring this guy in to supply more grain, to expand on this, because then we can deliver grain down here to Ashby de la Zouche. You know what's going to happen then? Something really clever. These guys, instead of coming back empty, they're going to bring something else with them. They're going to take the bread all the way down here, and they're going to come back with, you guessed it, brick. But this fellow isn't producing any brick yet for Loughton. Well, let me say, the moment the connection between Loughton and Ashby is established, the plant here is going to zoom into overdrive and start producing God knows how much. Hello, doorbell. Produce 73 bricks for Loughton, and it's going to go up here with all of these and along here back with the it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be absolutely glorious. But for right now, let's pause. January 12th, 1853. Let's have a look at our money. I don't want to look at the money. I spend too much. Look, I buy horses and carts. Hundreds of them. Damn things. But we are starting to make more money per quarter. Up to 139,000 last quarter. If I didn't spend all these extra horsies, I would have made a lot more than 40 grand. How are we going on the chart? Yeah, don't look at the chart. Well, actually, you can look at the chart. Look, this one's actually in profit. And if you decide to, well, let's go back to 4 times and let the game play and have patience. Take a deep breath. Don't be silly. This time, my coffee's gone cold. I didn't even get to drink any of it. But just have patience, and I'm not worried about you. Thank you. You're a distraction. I'm going to save the game again. And that is going to be it for now. Next time, we'll play with bread. Why not? That's it from me. I'm Stephen Spry. Hooroo for now. And let's catch you next time. Bye.